Where do you feel like the shroom game's going? Because it feels like, at least on the black market, it's the new packs. It's the new way to get margins. It's the new way to make some fucking serious money. It's obviously extremely illegal to psilocybin, but in certain places like Oakland, I think is San Francisco now legal or decriminalized? I know Oakland
yeah, they don't give a shit about that shit. I think shrooms is about to be a big wave. I think it's going to be just like the cannabis wave.
It seems like the next thing that's about to get hoard out quickly, get corny quickly. You know, there's obviously high medicinal purposes for it, especially 100%. In the therapeutic spaces.
100%. Like even without psilocybin, mushrooms are good for your body. They're good for your mind.
Because you have
caps.
You have caps, which is legal mushrooms that you could go buy at any. I mean, I'm assuming any cookies dispensary.
Yeah, we actually got like some kind of like not award, but like some kind of acknowledgement in Men's Health about caps. But I planted that seed real early. Caps.
Right, because whenever psilocybin comes to be a thing, you already have caps.
I already have caps. And, you know, fuck it, I'll tell you and whatever, but like we already have a bunch of different like R&D going on with like real, you know, psilocybin style mushrooms, and like just finding the best, you know, the best type of mushroom, and, you know, just kind of like doing our research on a very small level in the background, so when that time comes, we treat it just like genetics. Like,
yeah, it's nothing different, because there's penis envy, there's tidal waves, there's different strains that do different things that hit you differently, that'll give you different emotional, you know, reactions and visibilities. And so, you know, we're slow playing that. We got the legal side of mushrooms already on deck, and they're really good for your sleep and really good for your daytime. You know, like, I love them, man. Yeah, they're good for, you know, for like the mind and being sharp. And when, you know, recreational hits for psilocybin, we're in position to introduce it. To be ready. In a very good way with, like, purpose and, like, with good quality product. But I think that psilocybin would just be just like the cannabis industry. All these chads are going to come in and try to fuck it up. I feel like they're kind of... I think that's actually happening right now. Because I just watched a YouTube video that someone's trying to trademark or copyright, like, psilocybin therapy, which is a weird thing to try to... Like, it's some weirdo shit going on already in that space. Yeah, fuck all that shit. I'm crazy, like in your position, right? Being in so many different cities, so many different markets, do you ever have to deal with, like, because, you know, I know right now there are lobbyists that are trying to get the psilocybin shit passed through, but do you ever have to deal with, like, politicians or anybody who's, like... Because it feels like there's definitely got to be a agenda or lobby on both sides to make it federally legal and or illegal, and it feels like you might have some sort of insight on what that only looks on like in certain markets, like when they're holding back our license to open in a store. I'll talk to like certain politicians and kind of just say, hey, like, what's going on, like, we'd love to build, you know, whoop whoop, and get chances to say hello. But I mean, bro, if I'm ever invited to the White House, or if I'm ever invited somewhere around some of these lawmakers, I would love to give my input. I was gonna say, do you think federally it's gonna happen soon in terms of... No 5 years, 10 years. I feel like, I don't know why one of these fucking cocksuckers running for president doesn't just fucking say, guys, I'm gonna make weed legal. Because there's too many old people in position. Presidents are just puppets. It's just fucking crazy. Yeah. You would think, like, you probably win the election. Just run that you're making weed legal and you're gonna free fucking marijuana prisoners. That's crazy. They don't want to do that. There's too much money behind keeping people locked up. And there's too many old people with old thoughts and old agendas in position. We need some of these guys to kind of phase out and let the new generation take office. I give it 10 years. I think 10 years. I would love to be optimistic and say weeds can go legal soon, so I can really build my business the way it should be built, and we can get rid of these weird ass laws like 280E and shit. But I don't see it happening anytime soon. That's why I spread my wings really hard and stay relevant in many other ways.